power, wisdom, courage.
These three ideals are a common theme throughout every one of the Legends of Zelda.
Usually represented as the qualities that Link, Zelda, and Ganon most embody, as well as pieces of a divine essence gifted to the land of Hyrule at the beginning of time, the Triforce. However, the Triforce embodies these attributes from its creators, the three goddesses. Din, the goddess of power, Nehru, the goddess of wisdom, and Farour, the goddess of courage. The creators of the world, the land of Hyrule, and all its life. In some Zelda games, they are referred to as the old gods. The most recent Zelda games have depicted another god that was charged with watching over the land and the Triforce upon the old god's departure. Her name is Hylia, the goddess who bravely fought and selflessly sacrificed her divine form to save her people and all the races of Hyrule, and almost gave up everything to protect the Triforce from the demonic forces of evil. She's the goddess of... Hey, Truth. What's Hylia the goddess of?
Well, that's a really good question. Zelda games are never really clear on what Hylia is the goddess of. Kinda strange, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. Well, in today's video, I'll be joined by the one and only Truth Force to help me explore the mythos of the goddess Hylia. But first, don't forget to check out the second part of this theory over on Truth Force's channel, along with a bunch of awesome Zelda-centered content. So anyway, back to the video. Throughout the lore of the Legend of Zelda, there are several different gods, lesser gods, guardian deities, and spirits. Like the three main goddesses, Din, Nehru, and Farour. Many of them are given titles. Even the smaller gods like Malanya, the horse god, or Zephos and Sylos, the wind deities of the Wind Waker. It is strange that throughout Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, Hylia is never really given a title for being such an important god. But I think that there is evidence in past games suggesting that not only is Hylia the goddess of time, but this and the bloodline of the goddess has been hinted at throughout the lore of the series in previous adventures. For example, Majora's Mask deals with all kinds of time travel, and actually mentions the goddess of time a few times. During the first fight with Skull Kid wearing Majora's Mask, when the moon is crashing towards them and they have only minutes before everything is destroyed, Link ends up getting back his ocarina from the Skull Kid, then pulls out the Ocarina of Time in the shape of Deku Pipes as memories rush back to him about Princess Zelda giving Link the Ocarina of Time and teaching him the Song of Time. Which, if you think about it, isn't it just a little strange that Zelda from this timeline gives Link the Ocarina of Time? In this timeline, they never made a plan and went through a journey together, so she barely knows him. But thinking back to Skyward Sword and the bond that Zelda and the original Hylia incarnate had with Link, they loved each other. And being that Zelda has the bloodline of the goddess Hylia running through her, maybe it was divine intuition, Hylia looking out for Link like she always has. Zelda then tells him before the memory ends, the goddess of time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. And after Tattle also calls out for the goddess of time to help them, then Link plays the Song of Time, and they mysteriously return to the dawn of the first day, 3 days prior.
What do you think, Truth? Do you see the connection between Zelda giving Link the Ocarina of Time and his newfound ability to manipulate time?
Well, it seems a little strange that playing the Song of Time suddenly gave him the awesome power of turning back time, slowing it down and speeding it up. When in Ocarina of Time, the Song of Time simply moved the Door of Time and moved around blocks. Using the Sun's Song can move the day forward 24 hours, though one can also argue that's the power of that song, because the Fairy Ocarina can also move the day forward when playing it. I don't think it's a coincidence that after Zelda told him the Goddess of Time was looking after him, the Ocarina of Time could manipulate time in much stronger ways than in the game Ocarina of Time.
Sorry to interrupt, you just said something that reminded me. Well, Zelda is able to use the Ocarina of Time at the end of, well, Ocarina of Time, to send Link back to his childhood, and she actually uses Zelda's lullaby, not even the Song of Time, which also implies... What?
Are you done yet?
Oh, my bad. That was rude. I got carried away, man, sorry. You go ahead, take it from here.
Anyways, well, actually that does add to the other evidence, which all infers a correlation with Zelda having the bloodline of the goddess, and Hylia being the goddess of time. And on another note, the Ocarina of Time is a relic that the royal family has passed down for countless years. Not only does it seem to be imbued with time powers, It's also the key to opening the Sacred Realm, where the Triforce is hidden. So I don't think it's too far-fetched to suggest that the Ocarina of Time may have been made by Hylia, or at least Zelda, the incarnation of Hylia from Skyward Sword. Not only was it said to be in the royal family for countless years, but the very thing Hylia was charged with, protecting the Triforce, was hidden behind its magic. Zelda and Link from Skyward Sword were also in possession of the Triforce at the end of the game, and during Ocarina of Time seems to be the first time it was accessed since the era of Hylia.
Speaking of the era of the Goddess Hylia, that also reminds me of another relic that is tied to the Goddess Hylia, the Master Sword. During Skyward Sword, the Goddess Sword was forged by the Goddess Hylia, then later blessed by Zelda, the incarnation of Hylia, to become the Master Sword, which has displayed time power throughout the whole series. Ocarina of Time takes Link back and forth through time 7 years. In the Wind Waker, it seems like it's the key that's holding time still. Once Link takes it, time unfreezes. In Twilight Princess, it is used as a key to go into the past of the Temple of Time. Then there's the Goddess Harp, Hylia's Harp, which was used to reveal the Gate of Time, along with the Master Sword, which completely opened it. Furthermore, the sealed temple which contained the Gate of Time and is the location of the eventual Temple of Time was once upon a time the Temple of Hylia, and where the Door of Time and the Pedestal of Time would be built eventually, which could only be opened with the Ocarina of Time with the Song of Time. How many times do you think I just said time? Because I lost count.
Beats me. I just lost track of time.
Anyway, it seems as though the sacred relics and the locations that are specifically connected to Hylia, the time-hopping goddess, or Zelda, and the bloodline of the goddess,
All have to do with the essence of time.
which is why Hylia,
Her grace who guides Link from the edge of time is the goddess of time.